When I got that voicemail from Jake, the one where he said, "It's inside now," snapped. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. Every sound made me jump. And the worst part? I couldn't stop looking in mirrors. I kept checking my eyes, waiting to see them turn black again. Waiting to see whatever he saw. But each time they looked normal, at least for a few seconds. Then I'd blink, and I'd swear I saw something watching me, from inside me. I knew I couldn't live like this. I needed answers. I needed to know what they did to Jake, what they tried to do to me. So I went back. For the third time, I packed light. Just a flashlight, batteries, a knife I didn't know how to use, and Jake's journal. This time I didn't drive. I took a bus as far as I could, then walked the rest. It was like my car didn't want to go back. Every engine light lit up when I started heading toward Rookridge. When I reached the edge of the forest, the trees felt wrong, taller, darker, like they were leaning in to listen. Still no sign of the "Welcome to Rookridge" sign. It had vanished completely, just like the village was trying to erase itself. And then I saw them. Symbols, carved into the trees, painted on rocks, burned into the ground. That same symbol from before, 3 circles, and a triangle. But now there were others too. Spirals, lines, numbers that made no sense. They weren't just marking territory. They were warnings, or instructions. I wasn't sure. When I finally entered the town, it felt abandoned. Like the cult had cleared out. No candles, no chanting, just silence. I thought maybe they had moved on. Maybe the ritual failed. But then I saw smoke, coming from the woods behind the church. I followed it. Deep in the trees, I found a clearing with a massive stone altar in the center, moss-covered, ancient. It didn't look man-made. More like it had been there long before anyone discovered this place. People were gathered around it. At least 20 of them, cloaked and hooded again. Only this time, I saw something different. A cage, a rusted metal cage suspended above the altar, tied with thick ropes. And inside it, someone was screaming. It wasn't Jake. It was a woman. She was banging on the bars, shouting for help, but her voice was hoarse, like she'd been yelling for hours. I crept closer, heart pounding. The woman raised her head and locked eyes with me. Her lips moved. "Help me!" But before I could react, a hand grabbed my shoulder. I spun around, knife out, but it wasn't one of them. It was the old man. The same one who warned me. The same one who sent me to the church. "You shouldn't have come back," he said. "I need answers," I whispered. "What is this place? Why Jake? Why her?" He looked around, then pulled me behind a tree. "You were marked the second you stepped into Rookridge. You should have left when you could." "I tried," I said. "But now Jake's gone, and I think whatever they were doing, it got into me." He looked me in the eyes. For the first time, I saw fear in his. "There's a god beneath this village," he said. "Older than time. They feed it. Outsiders, wanderers, people who won't be missed. And when they don't offer one willingly," he paused, "it takes." I swallowed hard. "Why didn't it take me?" "You were protected. That church was sacred once. But the others, the ones in the cult, they're not priests. They're scavengers, feeding a monster they barely understand." "What about Jake?" I asked. He looked away. "If it took him, he's not Jake anymore." The chanting began again. He turned to me. "You want answers? Fine. But when the ritual starts, they'll be watching. If they see you..." He didn't need to finish the sentence. He handed me a pendant. An old, rusted thing with a stone in the middle. "Wear this. It might confuse them for a while." Then he disappeared into the woods. I stepped closer to the clearing, ducking low, moving slow. The cult surrounded the altar, arms raised, voices rising. The cage began to lower. The woman screamed louder. And that's when I saw it. A hole beneath the altar. Not a pit. Not a tunnel. A void. Dark, pulsing, breathing. It wasn't a doorway. It was a mouth. And it was waking up. I was shaking so badly I could barely stay hidden. They were really going to do it. Sacrifice her. Feed her to that thing. I had 2 choices, run or stop it. So I made the worst decision of my life. I stepped out of the shadows and shouted, "Stop!" They froze. The leader, same woman as before, turned toward me. Her face was painted with that symbol now. "You returned," she said. "It must be fate." "I'm not here for your ritual," I snapped. "Let her go." "This is insane." She tilted her head. She was chosen. Like you were. I wasn't chosen. I escaped. Did you? And then I saw Jake. He stepped out from behind her. Blank eyes, pale skin, smiling. But it wasn't him. It wasn't Jake. You shouldn't have come back, he said. The chanting resumed. They raised their hands again. The rope creaked. The woman was almost at the altar. I acted without thinking. I ran forward, slashing the ropes. The cage dropped, but it didn't break. The crowd screamed. Chaos exploded.